Hello there, this is SD. Last time out, we lost our streak. We got Stealth Bead. We had to play Stealth Bead on the 13th run of that particular streak, and the first sector was an absolute unmitigated disaster. We had to fight an auto assault ship in an asteroid field with Stealth B. As you might expect, that didn't go well. We took a bunch of damage and had to run away. Then we had another fight where we got mini-beamed on our weapons. That reduced us to 3 hull. Then we fought a ship that we couldn't see, but it was a possible double scrap reward, so we had to take it. Unfortunately, that ship had cloaking and a mini-beam, so it killed us. So, yeah, that's how Stealth B goes sometimes. But we're going to start a new streak today. Let's see if we can beat the last time and which ship is coming up first. I have no idea which one we're going to get. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, Roxy. Roxy is quite a good ship. Did I play this on the last streak? I don't think I did. Yes, we did, actually. It was the 5th ship. Okay, well, we'll do it again. I'm generally pretty successful with this ship, so... This ship has tremendously good venting. It has decent starting weapons. You start with a crystal, which is the only non-crystal ship in the game to do this. So, it's pretty good. Let's see. We're somewhat limited in terms of our paths across. I think I want to go like here, here, there, and across. And then to there so I can see that top beacon. Yeah, that's the way. We've got an auto ship first with storage cache, very good. I'm not going to use a swarm missile to try to knock something offline quickly here because we might actually just be fine. Okay, we weren't. I wasn't sure when those were going to line up. Regardless, we are completely safe now. And long before they ever get that laser back up, we'll have taken down the beam drone, and they need both of them to do me any damage. If we could put a breach on the drones, we could full grind evasion here, but now we can't try to do that. And I don't think it's worth trying to get full evasion against a ship with a single laser. I mean, I'd do it if it was... the opportunity was absolutely presented to me, but... 17 and... oh, wow. Well, we get a weapon drop on the first jump. It's not a great weapon, the Burst Laser 3 is terrible, but it sells for 47 scrap. And, like, we could use it if we were really in a hole. So, FTL is kind of trying to apologize for the Stealth B nonsense. It doesn't really make up for it. I'd rather have, been able to continue that streak. Actually, we don't need to go there to see anything. We've already seen all of those. Go here, there. On the other hand, I'm still going to take it because I don't want to jump over too soon. Unfortunately, we don't have what we need to do that quest, so that was wasted. Let's look for the rebel ship. Unfortunately, they doubled the fleet pursuit. Here we are going to try to use the swarm missile. And if you fire it at one point of charge, it will almost always hit before any enemy weapons are able to fire in the early game, and you could knock one of them off. And a lot of early game ships need both their weapons to do any damage to you, like this one does. One area where this ship does kind of struggle is it's not great at getting crew kills, which I don't think I'd be trying that here regardless. But like if we had 2 shield bubbles, we could maybe try it, but because your weapons, either the swarm missile both consumes ammo and isn't very accurate, and the crystal heavy laser does 2 damage, so you can't really do the hit the oxygen over and over trick. I suppose I could do it if I upped my weapons and used the burst 3 for it. I'm not accepting that, that's a terrible offer. Let's just keep the weapons down. Okay, We don't need to use a missile because they aren't trying to run away, and we'll never be able to do that now because they have to take damage to be triggered to do that. Eventually we will hit them and kill them. Eventually we will hit them and kill them. Well, we got a pretty good reward, but the fleet pursuit, of course, is doubled. I don't think we'll be able to reach this jump. We'll probably be able to spot it, but now that that fleet pursuit was doubled, I think it will get taken over. We don't really need a store right now anyway. We'd like to get our shields up, and, you know, we've had a weapon drop, so we have a weapon to build onto if we really need to. Ideally, I'll sell that for something lower power. I will just be back in a moment. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, had I not jumped to that one, which ended up being blank anyway, I would have still been able to get here. But because of the fleet pursuit, even with the fleet pursuit doubling, but because I lost a jump there and then had the doubling, that won't be able to happen. So hopefully there's not a store there, but we'll have to see. Let's hail the refugee ship. Okay, we're not completely safe in this fight, but we are mostly safe, so I'm going to try to hold off on using missiles. The laser and the pipe beam really don't line up. Let's put this person in shields just to speed up the shield recharge. Actually, for this one, I'll put you in there, because I know it's another 16 seconds or so, but I'll put you in there for this one. Because here they might just about line up. Yeah, they did. Oh well. By the time they line up again, I should be able to punch through and knock one of the weapons off. I could see if it's crew killable, but I doubt it. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, if I can catch these two while they're still both in there. Nice. I must have got a fire with the swarm missile, because my crystal heavy laser can't set a fire, so that dragged them both in there, and that allowed me to get the crew kill. Contact the refugee ship, we get another double scrap reward. We're doing well with those so far. Let's just take a look. Okay, there's no store, so let's move these around like this now. We are not surrendering slavers. Let's try to knock their missile off with our own, although it's only a 2-tile room, so we might miss. But we didn't. You have a system repair drone. Let's see if we can knock that offline. We can't, but we've knocked this off. No, we're not accepting a crew member when we can get a high scrap reward instead. We put a breach in the weapons room, so it'll be a while before they can fix that. Especially since they're currently not powering the system repair drone, because they were powering that instead. One more hit and they die. That was a very good fight. 22 scrap, no damage. There's distress. I think that would show if it had been a store, even though it's being taken over. I think I'm going to go this way and go through the nebula. These jumps up here I might not be able to see. I mean, if I go towards them, then I don't see these ones down here, so. And it's not me absolutely urgent that I get a store, it would just be useful. Let's attack the rebels. We'll once again try to knock a weapon offline with our swarm missile. Good, we got off the most dangerous weapon. And then we hit the beam drone with our follow-up shot. Unfortunately, we did not hit it a second time. I'd have got rather salty if that had happened. Don't know what weapon you bring up first, but we have Swarm Missile on standby, and it is the missile, so let's not allow them to do that. Unfortunately, we had to use more ammo, but Roxy does start with a reasonable number of missiles. 7 scrap. We're going to steal the civilian supplies. Makes that reward kind of tolerable. I'll take that. We're using missiles. Okay, there's our store. How many jumps do we have? I don't think I have 2, even with the... Well, I think, like, with the Nebula I have 2, but I think this has to be that and then the store. I don't think I can afford to do this, and then the store, and then out. I could do 2 non-Nebula jumps, and 1 non-Nebula, then the store, then out, but the only jump that I have that connects to the store is a Nebula one, so let's go here. We get a fight, very good. As long as we can stop our pilot from smashing that system, we're completely safe here. I can't train here because of that mind control. Unless I could put a breach in it. I guess I'll take one more try to do that, but I don't think I want to try to get full training against a single heavy ion anyway. And it's a moot point because I didn't manage to get a breach. Depower that, we're not using a missile in this fight. Okay. Store. What do we have here? A bunch of crap. This is like the meme weapons store. You could do reasonably with a teleporter on this ship since you have a crystal, but... Like, we could sell rock plating for mind control, and that's a kind of defensible thing to do, but I don't find early mind control is very reliable as your first system. It doesn't help that much with 2 shield chips. It can do, because you can mind control the pilot and allow your shots to hit. But on Roxy, you really just need something that will allow you to pop shields and get the Crystal Heavy through, and Mind Control doesn't help that much with that. So I'm going to hold my scrap and hope to get something a little more reliable in the next sector. And I'm not even going to sell my rock plating because I might be able to get a weapon drop out of it, or some other blue option. Let's attack the pirate ship. Now, mind control is useful to get you crew kills, so that is a viable way of going. Unfortunately, our swarm missile did not hit the correct room there, because it's a little bit like flak. It doesn't always hit what you're aiming at. No, crew kill's definitely not happening with a rock over there. I'll take that. Well, one very nice thing about the chain ion, one of the only ones, if we can get some safe fights, we can use this to get crew kills. And I might demonstrate that if we actually get a good fight with it. Abandoned is clearly better than Mantis, although Mantis has green sectors next and Abandoned doesn't. I mean, now we have 2 weapons which neither of them are good, but they can do what we need it to do for getting rid of shields. Like, I could, if necessary, upgrade to weapons 4, use chain ion plus crystal heavy. That'll do against 2 shield chips. It's definitely not good, but it's tolerable. And I'm more likely to get a weapon upgrade in the abandoned sector anyway, although the Mantis sector does have the ship collector event, which is quite good, and has a guaranteed weapon drop. So in terms of red sectors that there could be after the abandoned sector, there could be another abandoned sector that's good. Could be a rock sector that's not great, but it has 2 stores. Could be pirate, mantis, which are both pretty bad, or rebel. I don't want any of those. Rebel is high scrap, but not great for stores. Whereas the green options are NG Homeworlds. There's a Mantis Homeworlds possibility. There's red sectors as well, but you know that's much the same as Mantis controlled in terms of stores. Mantis ships are also easier to crew kill, which I now have an ability to do that. And they tend to have weaker weapons. I think I'm actually going to go Mantis. Like, Abandoned is a better sector in and of itself. But I think I've talked myself around that this, you know, there's better store options for the future. I only need 1 store with any kind of weapons, and I could just look for the ship collector event if I need to. Now, the ship collector in Sector 2 can have 2 shields, which isn't great. But I can deal with 2 shield bubbles. I can chuck a swarm missile into shields. Mantis ships, the Mantis ship collector's event, the second bit is always a Mantis bomber, and that always has a 4-tile shield room, so swarm missile is good for taking those down. Let's go this way. Nothing here. And now we have borders. Go to doors so I can start venting these things out. I'm probably going to just kill all of my crew at the end of this fight because they don't exactly have very many useful skills. Yeah, let's just clone everyone. We will find a trainer ship in the not too distant future. Crystal was taking a while to vent there because crystals take less damage from suffocation. So I need to recharge the oxygen in there because I'm going to jump out with my O2 off. Everyone back in position. When that hits 100%, we'll jump out. There we go. We have a solar flare fight. If it weren't for the solar flare, this would be a fight we could train on. But regrettably, it is a solar flare fight, so we're not going to do that. Not wasting missiles, though. In fact, we can turn that off because Mantis ships don't run away except for the ship collectors. Let's hit their shields, and then they'll take more damage from the solar flare. Might be able to turn it into a crew kill after all that way. I hit the weapons so that they couldn't completely take my shields down when the solar flare went off, because that can end up doing you damage. They don't have enough hull for us to crew kill here. Nice scrap. There's the store. Let's take these 2 jumps and then go there. This ship is very annoying because it has a missile and a defensive drone. We're going to need to use both. The defensive drone shoots down both the Crystal Heavy and the Swarm Missile, so we're going to need to fire both at once. The only good thing is the Swarm Missile can shoot multiple projectiles, so shoot the swarm missile first and then the crystal heavy, because, yeah, there we go. The crystal heavy travels a bit faster, so if I had fired them at exactly the same moment, it would have shot the crystal heavy down first, and that's not what I want. It does more damage. Now we're going to do that again, but we're doing it at drones. Unfortunately, actually, I'm going to do it like this. Sadly, I couldn't actually hit the drone control room. And they're running away, great. Leave you there. There we go, we got him. It was a bit tight, but now we have to go and fix that. The whole breach in sensors. Use the crystal. And now one more jump, and then the store. Pulsar. This is another ship that if it were not for the pulsar going off here, we could crew kill this ship. Please take those down. Thank you. Well, they hit my weapons. I do not want to let these two die because there's a solar flare going on. There's a pulsar going off here, and it could hit the clone bay. I may actually need to use the crystal to jump us out of here and fix that at the store where I can safely clone everyone. Nope. Shoot this there, that gets me closer to winning this fight. That offer's bad, though. Yeah, I need to actually... Let's bring this rock over. They have enough hit points. It's kind of awkward, but... Like, my FTL will not actually charge, and because it's a hazard, I can't just move them in, and now that the fight is over, immediately charge the FTL. I have to use these two. Okay, it's fixed at least. Let's get the oxygen back, though. Off to the store. Okay, there are some weapons here. We're definitely buying the ion charger. That goes quite well with the crystal heavy because I just need to take one shield bubble down for the crystal heavy to deal damage, and this can do that quite well. So we buy that. I'm gonna sell this burst 3. I think it sells for quite a lot of scrap, and we're not gonna use it. But I might hold on to the chain ion because I can theoretically use, if I get to weapons 5, I can theoretically use these two weapons together to very reliably get ion crew kills. So, and there's no need for me to sell the chain ion, so. Should I keep this just in case? No. I might buy the battery here. I'm not generally keen on buying that early. Okay, never mind. There's another store. Although if I buy the battery now, that would get me to 99 scrap. I can still buy anything that I might want there. I can get hacking still. Especially since I haven't sold the rock plating, and I can still do that. Like, I could get cloaking there if I need to by selling, say, the chain ion and the rock plating. Even if I get the battery, I think. And it makes it more likely that one of those systems will actually turn up. So let's actually get this. And then let's was going to say take another jump, but it looks like we have to take an awkward path to get to the exit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I definitely have 4? Because that's my shortest available route. I have either 4 or 5. I think I only have 4 safely. So we're going to have to do that. Okay, they have hacking. Should I buy the ion stunner as well? If I got the ion stunner, I could at weapons 4 use charge ion stunner, crystal heavy. That's pretty decent, especially with hacking support. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and in that case I'm going to get rid of the chain ion. So we never end up using that weapon, that's usually what happens. And let's upgrade my weapons right now. Now I need to get a little bit more power before this sector ends, and I also want to get my my hacking up to level 2. Now, do I definitely only have 3 more jumps here? I kind of have a feeling like I'm going to find that I have 4, but it's very, very tight, and I don't want to take the risk. We can check again after this jump, maybe. Against ships with 1 shield bubble, I'm better off using the swarm missile. Let's let you ineffectually punch that system for a while. And then venue. No, stay out. There we go. It is potentially possible that we could crew kill this, but with a missile I don't want to try. Like, they'll board me again in a moment. But they're going to keep bringing that missile back to harass me. On the other hand, it's the second weapon they bring up, not the first. Where are their people? We were a bit too slow there. These two are actually too low on health to win this, so let's just get door control and then venue. Open another vent. What's the crew situation like over there? Yeah, it's not happening. No, I'm not accepting that offer. The fuel is kinda nice, but we don't really need fuel. Get more power. So yeah, we can go like this or like this, depending on the fight. Yeah, this is too close to be worth risking. I'm pretty sure I actually do have the jumps to pull this off, to have got a third, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't see a reason to risk it. Let's get our blue option from our rock. We get nothing whatsoever here. Actually, I don't know that we did. We'll find out after we get to this jump whether we had another beacon. Oh, you annoying people. I think if I ionize that, I can still get the XP. Because normally a hack means you don't get any training on that system. But if we keep it ionized, I think we actually still can. Let's find out. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We'll just have to wait until we get a dodge. We could also try shooting it out with the crystal heavy laser, but unless we put a breach, it would just keep coming back. Whereas we can do this without dealing any damage, and we're getting weapon training at the same time. Come on, hurry up and dodge something. Well, that definitely disrupted it, because it sort of hacked us for a bit, then went off, and then it hacked again. But we have not dodged. Let's use the battery to get a bit more evade. Well, there we couldn't, because we didn't manage to ionize the stupid thing. No, although... Oh, it's not fully ionized there because it's level 2. Okay, let's shoot this with the crystal heavy laser and see if I can put a breach on it. I mean, if nothing else, we can get full weapon and pilot training here. It's just, I'd like to get full training and everything. Well, I'm going to do that off screen because this is a bit boring. So I will meet you back when we have done that. Okay, we're back. I've managed to get full evade training for the engines person. It has taken quite a while. I had to keep this ionized. I had to keep charging the charge ion up all the way, firing a 3-shot barrage along with the ion stunner, and that would get it fully ionized. And then once they dodged a couple times, I would need to restart. Oh, cool, a double reward. Good. This was, by the way, I was right to go straight to the exit because I would have got caught otherwise. Let's jump into the next sector now. We'll go NG over Zoltan Homeworlds, although our ions would get through Zoltan shields quite quickly, but... Okay, we have several immediate stores. That's not really ideal. Let's see if I can get maybe these 3 jumps and then take the top store. Okay, well. Nice. Okay, if we're gonna get more jumps, we would be having to double back. I think I'll just go here, sell the fire beam, fire drone, get a bit of fuel. There might be a nice weapon here, or there's mind control. Okay, I think now I will get mind control. It delays me getting my hacking up a little bit, but... will delay me from getting cloaking, possibly, but I know I've seen all the stores in this sector, so I have the whole sector to get more scrap, and mind control is very, very useful in conjunction with hacking. It does stop me getting any fuel there, which is a little dangerous, but I think we can survive. This fight would be completely safe if it weren't in an asteroid field, but it is, so I'm going to hack their weapons. We'll going to be able to completely ionize their shields, and then they'll start getting pelted with asteroids. Also, once we've done that, let's put the occasional charge ion shot into their weapons. Because of the asteroid field, we can't actually crew kill this. I mean, I suppose we could stop firing our ions completely, but it looks like they would be trying to run away if we did that, so... let's just get an ordinary ship kill. I'd like one more power bar, and then I'd like to upgrade my, my hacking. Then we save for cloaking. Promise to help. We have ion weapons for this event. Cool. Okay. So we've got those upgrades. Do I want another power bar, actually, because we've now got mind control? I might do that, but I think I'll save scrap for a little bit first. We're jumping completely at random here because we know we've already seen all the stores, so maximizing the beacons we see is not particularly helpful. Looks like we have 6 jumps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, yeah, something like that. Hail the refugee ship. We're definitely taking that trade. We're getting quite low on fuel, and that makes up for not being able to buy any at that previous store. I think in this fight I want the swarm missile. There will be a few occasions where I would rather have the swarm missile than the crystal heavy, and this is definitely one of them. See if I can put a missile into shields quickly. Unfortunately, they have the buffer upgrade. I think I want to mind control somebody on their ship. Yeah, I definitely want to mind control somebody on their ship. Swarm missiles at a double fire. The oxygen's going to run out in this room because they just hit that, which is completely fine with me. Can I maybe hit their teleporter and stop them from warping this person back? I don't think I can hit it in time. He was about to warp back. However, I can do that. Check some swarm missiles. I have 27 missiles. I don't need to conserve them. And now I can just kill this person with a crystal heavy. And we get a crew kill. Cool. Go and fix the backup battery. So that double fire from my swarm missile proved very, very helpful. And the mind control was very, very good as well. There's definitely no way we get a crew kill there without being able to mind control them in the fire. Like, had I not seen all 3 of those stores early in the sector, I think I would have passed a mind control there, because I would know that, you know, there might be a store here towards the end, and I would be at 95 scrap right now. I could be, you know, not far away from being able to get cloaking. But since I knew I'd already seen all the stores, nice. Like, 2 jumps ago, we had 16 scrap. 3, actually, but still. The point remains, we have managed to turn our fuel. We've managed to turn the fuel situation around very, very quickly. In fact, we don't really even need to do this. I'll get 3. No, we're rejecting this offer. This ship only has 1 shield bubble, so we're going to use swarm missile. This is definitely a potentially crew killable ship. Yeah. Chunk of crystal heavy in there. No. Mind control's gonna run out here, but I just need to wait until it's back up. Mind control the human again. I could even just I don't even need to do that, actually. I could just do this. Kill you. Zoltan has 6 hit points. Just make sure... Okay. I was worried that the oxygen might run out at just the moment that I fired, and then they'd run out of the room. But that didn't happen, and we get a firebomb that we can sell. Cool. Looks like we have one more jump and then the exit. More free stuff. We could put the fire missile, the firebomb rather, on our active bar instead of the swarm missile, so we would have like a dedicated crew killing weapon. Maybe I'll do that, because I can still go like this. Yeah, let's do that. This fight's quite annoying. The cloaking is kind of a counter to our ion weapons, and they have a missile. And that's a 10-second cloak as well. And an Artemis missile, great. Okay, well, we've taken the more dangerous of the two weapons down. Go and fix my shields. They even have NGs, of course, because this is an NG sector. Stop fixing that, please. I can't stop you from cloaking quite yet, but... I'm gonna hit their cloaking next. While they are distracted by this mind-controlled person. That was a quite funny sequence that happened there. The NG did damage to their weapons, which caused them to... It dropped from 3 to 2, so they weren't able to power the charge 2, so they were trying to power the Artemis missile. But then the Zoltan ran into the room, and what a Zoltan does is it forces power into the weapon in slot 1, which in this case is the charge 2. So that's why they're not powering the Artemis missile, even though they technically could do that right now and can't power the charge 2. I am concerned that this ship might try to run away. Mind control the Zoltan. Let people into that room so that I can damage other systems more readily. They should only have 3 crew on this ship. Yeah, and now that the Zoltan is dead, they were temporarily able to power the missile. But that didn't last for very long. So we get out of this with only 2 damage taken. And I think this was an aid the civilian ship event, wasn't it? Yep. Okay. We got a repair instead of scrap, but that's fine. Mantis sector. No immediate store, which is good. We're going to go here and then there. Bounty option has less chance to take damage. Both of these have a chance that you'll take 5 damage, but I'm going to do this one. There, we get we take 5 damage, but we get 39 scrap. We are now at a place where we could afford cloaking because we could sell firebomb and stun bomb, and those sell for 40 something scrap. 25 for the firebomb, and I think 22 for the stun bomb, so 47. Yeah, to get me to 159. It's a pity. I could kind of use another crew member, but it's not as urgent as just get that scrap, get to cloak threshold. If I get cloaking, I just win, so... It's the Mantis Ship Collectors. This particular line here always means this is the Ship Collector event. They will try to run away partway into the battle, and if you let them and then chase after them, you get a guaranteed weapon drop. I don't know that I'm going to do that this time, let's think. Because they've got a missile over there. They also have a chain ion, which is relevant. The other reason that it might be worth stopping them from running is just getting the scrap now in case the cloak... in this case I see a store with cloaking early, like it could be at that jump down to the bottom left. On the other hand, because this is only the second jump of the sector, it's almost certainly going to put the quest beacon in a good location that I can reach. You know, pretty much anywhere else that they could put it. The Ship Collector event is particularly interesting because the second part of the fight, you can basically get 2 chances to get a weapon, which I will explain if we get to that fight. As long as I can take the missile down, I think we can actually allow them to run. So actually I will probably do that. We don't. Now here's the problem with how I want to swap to the swarm missile here, but I can't. So that's a downside of me going with the firebomb. Let's vent this Mantis out. No, don't do that yet, actually. Let's do the lockdown first and then vent. Okay, good. That's down. So. Now we just damage the ship until they try to run away, and they run very, very fast. See, they are at jump imminent immediately, which does not happen with any other ship in the game. However, they ran their pilot out, which is why they're now at FTL delayed, but I'm going to just let them. Their guy is healing in the med bay. As soon as he runs in there, they'll be jumping out. So let's let them escape. After them. So that's added this quest marker. It's in a very good location, only a couple jumps away. And that is a guaranteed weapon drop. As long as we can actually, beat the ship. They do try to run away a second time. They're the only Mantis ship in the game that tries to run. Ooh, nice. We get the laboratory fire. We send our rock in and get 40 scrap and a drone recovery arm. Cool. I'm going to now buy another power bar. For this specific fight, I am going to swap the firebomb out because I know that I don't need to try to crew kill this. You get a great reward regardless. It is actually, I think you do get a better reward if you can crew kill. Actually, let's check that out. Because the Ship Collectors event is always Mantis only. So with a firebomb and a mind control, we might actually be able to crew kill them. And if it's a better reward, that might be worth it. Mantis Ship Collector. Not the Mantis Fugitive, the Mantis Ship Collectors. There we are. Quest marker. Oh yeah, actually, you get... If you can crew kill, you get... high scrap with resources and a weapon. Okay, let's try that then. Now this ship can generate with higher shields than normal, so it could potentially be a 3 shield ship, but these can actually get through that. And they haven't. So we will actually try to crew kill these guys. I'm going to switch to the firebomb later. I want to get one of these weapons offline first, but I don't want to do too much hull damage to them early, because if I do that, that could trigger them to run away. Crystal, go to doors. I think at least one of those is an ion bomb. I think that's a stun bomb, that's an ion bomb from the charge up times. Which the stun bomb's not that bad, but the ion bomb is quite dangerous. Oh no, it's a fire bomb actually. I forgot about that possibility. I'm much more concerned about the ion bomb because that could completely take my shields offline. I think I can afford to hit weapons once more. Yeah. Okay, let's switch the charge ion off, and then we're going to get the firebomb out. They don't have a med bay. So this will be quite easy to... I'm going to set the firebomb off in their piloting because I want to burn that out so they can't flee. They just about got out of there. However, they can't fix that. Their one Mantis has 2 health left. So let's get our ions out. Now, what I think I want to do, what happens in this fight is when they get their hull below a certain threshold, they surrender and they offer you a weapon. And then, if you refuse that, you can then either blow up the ship or get a crew kill to get another weapon. So what I think I want to do here is I deliberately want to damage the ship to see what they offer me first. If that weapon is no good, I refuse and I can just kill this person by firebombing him like once. See, they're trying to run, but like they can never do that. The Mantis just when I hit the shields, the Mantis actually went and ran himself through the fire. I think they would have offered to surrender there had the Mantis not done that, but before that could register, the idiot decided to go and kill himself. Yeah, that's my fault for shooting shields. But whatever, we now have 2 lots of swarm missiles. We could probably do very silly things if we got an explosive replicator or something, but I don't think we'll be doing that. We really want to store now. We have lots of spare weapons to sell. Let's check this beacon out so we can see that one down below. That's not a store. Unfortunately, there's this whole area down here that we're never going to see, so if the store is down there, well, so be it. We can always sell things in Sector 5, which it's looking like is what we're going to have to do, because, yeah, there's this stuff back here we can't get to. If I'd thought about that a bit more, I probably wouldn't have allowed the ship collectors to get away, because they might have actually ended up back there. When the mind control runs out, we will vent these people. You just get out of there. Take a few hits. Oh yeah, I should probably turn the oxygen off. That causes it to vent faster. Back to your stations. Yeah, we're not getting a store this sector. That's sad. Let's upgrade my engines a little bit then, so that I can run easier. I'm also wondering about whether I should upgrade my weapons and then put the swarm missile back on my belt so I can go charge ion, swarm missile, crystal heavy. Like, I have enough stuff to sell that I could do that and still be able to afford cloaking quite easily. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The engine upgrade is just so that if I need to run away from a bad fight, I can do it more easily. I think I do this in this fight. I might actually see if I can hit weapons with a swarm missile first, and if that doesn't, if I miss or it doesn't take the burst 2 off. It does. Swarm missile is an underrated weapon. You know, here I've used one and it's completely given me control of the fight. What's the situation like over there? This seems like a time for mind control. Thank God they had 2 mantas to beat that NG, otherwise they'd have been completely screwed. Mind control. Can I get you two to just below 30 at the same moment? Ah! Okay, I'll have to use a hacking drone after all then. Wow, level 3 medbay. That's frustrating, I end up having to waste a hacking drone. I was considering whether I should shoot the medbay first to prevent them running to it, but since it was level 3, that wouldn't have worked. One more fight, and then, or one more beacon, and then the exit. This fight is not very dangerous, I'm not going to hack here. Once again, one swarm missile gives me complete control over the fight. I fired the crystal heavy laser a bit early there, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because both of the ion shots missed. Yeah, that is an ion bomb, so there is some danger here. I end up having to waste a second missile because they dodge like crazy. But I have 28 missiles, I might as well use some of them. Stop fixing that stuff, please. Just not enough. I saw him run in there, so I thought I might be able to snipe him and get him when he's below 30 hit points, but he just had too much. I could have got a crew kill there by spending a drone, but I'm low enough on drones that I don't want to do that. Our lumbering rock person is unfortunately going to get us hit by another solar flare. Put that out. Off to the exit. Aid the civilian ship. So this ship's kind of strong. I hope that's only a 5-second cloak. If it's a 10-second cloak, we're in big trouble. That's a fucking 10-second cloak, good lord. That means we can't get a hacking drone over in time, I don't think. Like, we'll try, but I think it flat out... Yeah, it just doesn't reach. Yeah. That is a fucking 10-second cloak. We're mind-controlling this Mantis immediately, and he can start putting damage on that system. I'm going to charge the swarm missile up to 2 points. And then fire that. And now I'm going to switch to the ion stunner so we can ion chain. I'm actually going to hold my ions until after they cloak again. Because otherwise they'll cloak for 10 seconds and we lose the ion chain. Now 1 burst laser 2 on its own is not that bad. We just need to dodge a shot. Which we failed to do, but our weapons are buffered, thankfully. They dodge like crazy, great. Fortunately, they are like all Mantis crew over there, so their repairs are going to be dreadful. You go fix my sensors. I might be able to crew kill these guys. It's a little tricky since they have a med bay. And the 3 shields and the cloak, of course, but... Okay, good. I've got them all in there. They can't cloak. I still think this doesn't work. I mean, maybe it does. They'll kill this person. Yeah, we might pull it off. We should be able to get mind control on this Mantis before they've fixed a single point. Because Mantis are so slow at repairing. Yep. Let you in. And when your health is low enough, we will shoot a crystal heavy laser at you. Good. Nice. We get a free NG. Go and man my doors. There was the store. It's not worth diving for that. Well, I guess we're going to more Mantis sectors. I do not want Zoltan 5. An energy bomber would be a serious problem right now. It is more stores, but I wonder if a store is worth a dive. I mean, if the store has cloaking, then the dive is completely unthreatening. It's just it might not. Actually, I wonder if that dive might not be worth it anyway, because, like, a bad dive ship, we can weapon hack, and we have, like, we could potentially use double swarm missiles and just nuke their weapons. So we would just be at risk from the ASB. I think, actually, this is worth doing now that I think about it. Okay, they don't have cloaking. They do have some good stuff here, though. Cell drone recovery. Let's get the long-range scanners. And some repairs. I want the burst laser 1, I think. And... yeah, get the burst laser 1. We sell stun bomb. We sell fire bomb. We're going to keep the 2 swarm missiles for now because I want it specifically for this next fight. Since we're going to be forced to dive. Do we have time to take that jump and then come back? Because if we do, there's no reason not to, but we don't, unfortunately. Since we don't, let's buy these drones and a bit of fuel. Like, we don't want 2 swarm missiles for the long run, so as soon as we see a store that has cloaking, we just sell one of them. We will take 1 ASB here, but we should be fine. Yeah, like, this is a quite dangerous ship, but we do this. I think we can actually fire both of these because of the amount of time the hack buys us. We can discharge these up all the way and do up to 6 damage to their weapons. Yeah. I don't think we need to do anything more to enable us to escape from this fight. We even dodged the ASB, cool. You're not getting to use that missile on me, my friend. Like, if there weren't an ASB going, we could crew kill this ship. But there is, so now we go to the Mantis sector. Again. No immediate store. So at the moment we want these weapons up, I think. In most fights I can either go most of the time I think go like this. Actually, do we just wanna we don't have quite enough to sell for that, so we'll hold off, but we don't need to hold off very long. Those 2 swarm missiles sell for 64 scrap. So that's most of that upgrade. So we only need like 1 lot of scrap to be able to get the weapon upgrade and still be able to afford cloaking. We don't have upgraded doors. There's the store. We're going to take these fights and then go down to it. Good, a civilian ship to aid. Not so good as they have a big missile, but we will weapon hack to help us sort that. I'm actually going to mind control the NG in there and he can start. Why did you run out? I don't understand what. I wanted you to do damage to the weapons. Whatever, we're safe right now. The NG, however, is not safe. Get him out of there. This ship has no med bay, so it's quite crew killable. However, I should still be firing the ion. That was a mistake. Sure thing, guys. So yeah, they're gonna board me with the NG and repair with the Mantis. Oh, okay, actually, they boarded me with the Mantis as well, in fairness. So it's not completely silly. It's still not going to work, but... Kill you off with a crystal heavy shot. You guys will warp back when you're at low enough hit points, and I will just mind control you to make you murder each other. Fix 1 point. There we go. Crew kill and 64 scrap. Nice. Can we take all of these fights? I think we can. As long as we don't get fleet pursuit doubling, which I can just avoid any events, I think, that might do that. We will attack this ship. Don't need to get the charge ion all the way up for this fight, I don't think. We'll just fire it every time it's ready. Actually, here we do want, I think, to maybe get it all the way up. We could even potentially use it on the weapons directly instead of these things. Can probably crew kill this. The advantage of getting mind control relatively early and going to so many Mantis sectors has been being able to get these crew kills. I need to let them fix that once, otherwise they'll run out of the room and basically reverse order, I think. Which is no use. Stop that. Ooh, they actually killed each other. Normally, I would need to pick one of them off with the last couple of shots, but I didn't need to do that. Okay, asteroid field, then store with like 250 scrap. Shall I just do this now? Now, hold off in case they have like cloaking and a burst too. But this is kind of greedy. We might be punished for it here because this is a strong ship. But I think we'll be okay. Could you stop that? Are you fucking joking? Okay, we got a breach there. We're probably gonna get hit by this heavy too. Like, there's only a limited amount that you can do when the AI dodges your entire first volley. Get that second shield bubble back up. Good. Cut it out. There we go. More breaches. The oxygen is getting quite low, but we'll sort that out in a moment. In fact, let's just run the backup battery for it. And their weapons are out completely. We could grind shield skill here if we wanted to put our NG in that room, but I think that we'll just win the fight. So, let's go to this store with loads and loads of money. Yeah, so this is the kind of store that makes me glad to be greedy and to hold my scrap. So, we're buying cloaking, we're buying the flak, we're buying the heavy laser one. We could even, if we wanted to do the double swarm thing, we could get there's an explosive replicator here, so we could do that, but that's obviously a silly thing to do, and they have like the absolute A-grade weapons here. Let's just go like this, get rid of these ions now. Do we want the ion stunner or the crystal heavy laser? I might actually keep the ion stunner because you can't use the crystal heavy laser in phase 2 of the flagship, so I might have that just to swap out. It's only 17 scrap. That's a useful option. I'll keep that for now. But for most of the run, I want the crystal heavy laser. Let's buy these 2 drone parts. Upgrade weapon. Let's actually do this first so I can get 100% cloak evade, because, you know, we just got a massive weapon upgrade anyway. These are absolutely flagship murdering weapons, so I don't need to bring the crystal heavy laser online quite yet. Let's get another power bar as well so I can run things more easily, and I'm going to go grab a drink to celebrate this ridiculous missile, this ridiculous store that we've just had. One moment. Okay, we're back. I could have actually, given that this has an explosive replicator and a Pegasus missile and we had 2 swarms, I honestly could here have gone swarm Pegasus and bought the explosive replicator. I'm probably going to, thinking about it, I will probably do that as a variant run sometime, or like, I would need to reload to this precise jump using the save manager. But that would make it funny. Unfortunately, it would only be a 4-sector run because it's already Sector 5 and I would need to reload to this precise location. But it would still be amusing to do. It's not quite as trying as doing a missiles-only run. Well, it would be a missiles-only run, but it's not as trying as doing that from Sector 1, which I have done before. And it's very, very hard. Cloak that. Hack those weapons. I thought those might get over before the cloak. It doesn't really matter, we can cloak their missile. And we're completely safe. Get more power. Next up, we're going to upgrade the cloaking. Do I want the pulsar or this fight? Let's take the not pulsar fight. We're probably going to dive in this sector and quite possibly every other sector for the rest of the run. Well, they've kept the missile up, but we're going to get another volley before that goes off. I didn't actually want to kill that guy, but it doesn't matter with that big fire. Oh, whoa, 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 no, don't keep firing. I was on auto-fire for some stupid reason. Please murder each other. Your cooperation is appreciated. No NGs for you. Yes, please get trapped in the room that's on fire. And let Elizabeth kill Thomas. And then as soon as the mind control runs off, we can snipe her with the heavy laser. We'll need to fire a few times to make sure that it hits. We can't use the flak because it might do unnecessary hull damage. There we go. Take the fuel, get our cloaking up. Now we start working on the weapons. I think we're going to go here, there, and the back way. And then dive at the exit. Attack the ship. We shouldn't need to cloak here. This ship is not very dangerous. Oh. Get my NG back indoors as well. We're totally safe here. Get that back. Control the NG and vent you out. You two go punch this mantis until they run away. Go kill the NG. Okay, the NG is not quite dead yet, but it's fine. You have a mantis repairing. And they've actually boarded me with their one person who actually has even a, remote amount of health, so. Only problem here is I do need to run to sensors to be able to mind control. Okay, that's down good. Chase you off, and now you two can murder each other. Doesn't even matter if they fix the clone bay once, which I don't think they'll be able to do anyway. In fact, we don't even need to wait for the mind control. Why a power bar now? We're going to want that for the weapons anyway. This ship is nasty. We pull out all the stops for this fight. Let them fire the burst one. Let's also mind control that our pilot. Ah, they shot down the heavy laser. That's very annoying. Still, we can make this quite safe with the hack cloak trick. There we go, we hit them with the heavy laser this time. Cloak. Use the whole cloak timing. There we go. Stop fixing that. We'll see if we can crew kill this. I don't know that we can. I'm not letting this guy in because I want to just have time for the fire to keep spreading. Cause more chaos on their ship. Now I'm going to shoot because I think those two on their own will... They put the fire out too quickly. That's very annoying. I actually want you to heal, because then they'll have two crew at basically identical health. And we can try to get them when the mind control comes up next, so we can lock them in that room and shoot a bunch of stuff at them when their health is low. Need to let them fix that though. Take the hack off, actually, that'll speed their repairs up. I messed up the shots there and it shot one of the lasers down, but maybe we can still do this. Yep. We had to time it right, but we did manage it. Get the crystal heavy laser now. We could go straight to the exit, but I don't see a reason to do that. Actually, I think we'd get caught regardless. This might end up being a double dive, but I don't really care that much about that. Nothing. Nah, it's not a double dive. Demand that the rebels surrender their goods. This fight's going to be obnoxious. They're trying to run and they have a shield overcharger. I think here I want to hack evade. You could hack engines here because that stops the pilot being locked in. When enemies start out in a fight trying to run away, I prefer to hack piloting because then I know how many shots I need to land on it to knock it out. I'm not really worried about their weapons. Mind control you right now, that stops them even starting to... Sadly, I need to cloak that. Crystal heavy is enough. Now they do have the repair drone, but it's actually going to weapons, so that's fine. Now let's chuck everything at engines. You can fix that, but you know, you have a completely destroyed engine system that doesn't have that has a breach on it. We got a full sector reveal, which is completely useless because we have one jump left in the sector and we have no choice about whether to take it. Buy 3 fuel, I guess. That wasn't a very good dive, but I had no way of knowing that unless I had managed to get that that full map reveal much earlier in the sector. For a late game elite ship, it's strange that this doesn't have teleporter. The odds on that are pretty low. Let's just cloak now. That should allow our FTL to charge completely. And we're out of here. Zoltan or even more Mantis. I think we're at the point of the game where Zoltan is not that dangerous, and we have long-range scanners. In my experience, Zoltan sectors benefit particularly highly from long-range scanners. So I'm going to go Zoltan. At this point, we don't care that much about stores. Like, I'd like to get like another heavy laser to complete my weapon system ideally, but it's not urgent. Only other thing I'd want in a store is more drone parts. We get the immediate border police. Only 3 borders this time. Make you just murder each other. Life is much simpler when the border police deal with themselves. What are you doing? Go and fight, don't... Look now, I'm going to actually move my crystal in there so that I can vent and lock down. I shot too early there, so I couldn't actually... Oh, actually, I didn't shoot too early. Didn't quite line up as I would have liked, but I was thrown off by not having the weapon charge done. This ship is going to be crew killed. Oh! I hit the wrong button there. The buttons to open all the doors and close all the doors are right next to each other. I meant to hit Z to open all the internal doors, and I hit X, which opened all the external doors. Yeah, this is why Zoltan sectors benefit particularly a lot from long-range scanners, I think. There are a lot of empty beacons like these ones, but there are also quite a few fights, and the fights that you can find are generally pretty good scrap, if you can find them. Ah! I engaged the hack slightly too early there as well. That was a silly thing to do. Doesn't matter. We got time here. There's gonna be a lack of oxygen in that room. I didn't really want to hit that one. I wanted to hit this one. Or the NG. They're going to take loads of damage trying to push through the locked door in the vented room, and that means they're not going to be able to put this fire out. Even the NG won't. Mind control you. I actually want to let the NG through so they can do more damage. And while they are both in this room, let's completely fail to hit them. Whatever. You'll die in there, and we should eventually be able to hit this Mantis. Got him. Well, I guess we're going to a store. I'm going to buy the breach bomb 2 here, and we can use that to crew kill phase 1. I might even just use that instead of the crystal heavy laser. But I want to save my missiles for now. I could use this instead of the crystal heavy laser for like all 3 flagship phases, frankly. In that case, let's sell the ion stunner. I'm not going to use that. Now that is a 2-power weapon, but it's fine. Like, I still don't even need to go to weapons 8, so it's quite a cheap weapon system to get. Slugs are kind of interesting. I could buy one of them and make them my new pilot, but I don't think I can be bothered actually training one up. The crew we have are fine. I can win the run with this, especially since we're going to crew kill the early phases. More fights. Now, if I hack piloting here, I would do 222 for sure to weapons and possibly an extra 1 from flak, so I think I'm actually safe to do that. This is at max a level 6 weapon system if those are both Artemis missiles. I didn't look carefully enough. That's a Lido, so it isn't even double Artemis. Yep, weapons down completely. If I weren't guaranteed of taking both the missiles down, I would hack weapons to, you know, buy more security. But in this case, the pilot hack was fine. Get the shield bubble. We will attack this ship. Now this ship, I am not guaranteed to take that missile down. In fact, I'm pretty much guaranteed not to, because if I hit and do 6 damage with a pilot hack, well, that's going to take this as a 3-power weapon, that's a 3-power weapon. That's probably a Lido missile, 1-power weapon, so it wouldn't take that down. So we hack weapons here. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, it is indeed a 7-power weapon system, so that's definitely a Lido missile. They boarded me into an awkward spot as well, so I wouldn't even be able to 100% cloak that. Good. They've left up the weapon that I'm not worried about at all. I don't think you're ever going to be able to fix those. The only problem is I can't see over onto their ship to mind control their people. Like, I'll let you out. Like, they can never try to fix this. Their crew are all too weak. But I can't see them. See if I can... Nah, I fired that too late. Not sure how I would go about doing this. Without being able to see their crew to mind control. I could kill one of them, let them clone, let them fix the weapons, and then fight them in there, but that brings the risk they bring the missile back, and then I don't get the crew kill anyway. I could hit the oxygen, and if I get some breaches, I could do that. I mean, they should have 4 crew over there who are all below 30 health. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 8 hull. They have just too much for that, and especially I'd need to knock the Columba out. Let's see if I can hit the O2. Nah. I think we're just... If we could see what was going on, if we had bought that slug, we would easily crew kill this. But we can't, so... And they were going to start trying to run away anyhow. Because they cloned someone back at full health, they're now boarding us again. Go help out. NG can tank damage. Let's buy 2 power bars for the shield bubble we just got. Go over here and see the rest of the nebula. I think it's worth backtracking here. We get 2 fights. We'll have to go back here since this doesn't connect. We can get fight there. That's almost certainly the Zoltan Eye, or that is. We don't care either way. Take the fights, then circle back down. It's the Natural Mineral Protection Act. If this weren't in an asteroid field, this ship would be literally incapable of hurting us. But it is. Wow, we actually managed to damage them through that. I was not expecting that. Mind control. Crew kill. Zoltans have low health, and that makes them very easy to crew kill with some concentrated fire. Their ships also tend to have relatively low crew amounts. There's quite a lot where they only have 2 of them. Take another fight here. Those are nasty weapons. Let's hack them. You start breaking that stuff. They don't have a med bay, so this is probably a crew kill. Yeah, like we're completely safe here. Just let them punch each other. The only downside with downsides with mind controlling rock ships and getting crew kills that way are A, they have loads of hit points, so they take forever to kill each other, and B, they are so slow that like by the time, like if you mind control somebody in here and they're running somebody from like down at the bottom end of the ship, by the time they even reach each other, your mind control is half run out. Like look at this, there's somebody coming to help out. I'd like to let them in to even up the damage, but the mind control's half over by the time they even get there. Let's do some light damage to kill this person. I don't know if these are the only 2 left or if there's another one. I hope there's another one. But you're low enough that I should be able to kill you either way. There is another one. I would actually like the damage. I wanted the damage gone Walker here, but he got there too slowly. Mind control you. Here we don't want to shoot at them, we just want to let them punch each other while mind controlling. We still don't want to shoot yet, we want to let Vivimore do as much damage to Walker here before they die. And that way we have more hull to play with, effectively. Okay, 83 health, so we need to hit, well, 15, 30, so 6 times, and they have more than 6 hull, so we can do this easily. Let that run out. They're surrendering as they die. I'm going to refuse the 21 scrap and take 53 instead. That is much better. Get hacking and cloaking up to level 3. And go take more fights. This ship's going to be annoying. But it's not too bad. So we have level 3 cloak. We can disrupt their Ion Blast 2. Oh, we managed to hit first volley. I was not expecting that. Fight each other in a burning room. They do have NG Medbot dispersal over there, but whatever. Like, the mind control is just allowing us to keep damage applied to the system. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen on the first volley, but I don't think that they dodged. I don't think they dodged a single shot on that volley. See if we can hit those drones and take as many of them out as we can. There we go. This fight was not as bad as I anticipated it being. I wasn't going to try to crew kill there, though. The Medbot dispersal and the low damage the NGs do, coupled with the high repairs that they do, just makes that not feasible. Buy more power. We're like a sector ahead on scrap, basically. This event always really throws me off. They're giving you a star chart, but because it shows you a ship to fight, these are some very well-equipped. I was going to say astronomers. I guess it's not quite the correct term for them, but cartographers, certainly. But yeah, it then gives you a map and just ends the thing, which a map is useless for me because I have long-range scanners and there were only 2 jumps we were going to go to anyway. So I'd have rather had a fight. But I was unable to get one. So Pulsar, they're out. We don't dive this sector because the exit is put in a place where that's kind of not happening. Hack those weapons. They are sending over a friggin' ion intruder drone. It's just random ionization central going on in this fight. Let's see if we can maybe damage this enough that it doesn't, because it's going to go to either shields or weapons next. Yeah, we fired slightly too early there. However, it did ionize their drone control. Let's cloak now, and then they don't get to shoot that at me. No fixing. Okay, them landing in my doors is much less troublesome. Get out of there. Wow, my weapons have just been hit repeatedly. Hack. Stay out of there. They're not doing anything useful. These guys are even trying to run away. No. Okay, now let's depower our most crucial systems. Let's fix the breach in the door room. Now we'll jump out. Worried about people dying there because obviously they might ionize the clone bay. I'm now going to vent my NG because it's safe and they don't have any useful skills anyway. Get the exit. That was a pretty good sector. Scrap the debris. That's not very much for this late in the game, but you know, Rebel Stronghold 7 with long-range scanners kind of makes up for that. we have 2 possible look-around locations. I'm always unsure as to what extent it's a bait to go looking for the constructor flagship, because if you're looking for them with the scanners, you're jumping to a lot of empty beacons that you could just be going to fights. I'll at least take these 2, I think. Hopefully I just find it, and then we can spend the rest of the thing using our scanners the way you would actually want to use them. Okay, we didn't, but, you know, that's not a bad consolation prize. If we didn't already have the breach bomb, we could hold that as our crew-killing weapon for the early phase. That's a lot of borders. I think we need to use our mind control defensively here. Nope. Okay, you can now go back to piloting. Good lord. Now, if any of those crew are the pre-battle, if any of those crew are the pre-battle boarders, they will just board me over and over and over again. Like, normally they will only board a max of 2 times the enemy, but free pre-battle crew, if they manage to warp them back, they're just relentless. They hit you over and over and over again. But I don't know whether any of the ones that went back were those versus being their real crew, and I have no way of knowing. Murder each other. I think they must have all been their real crew. Anyway, we're going to crew kill this because they can get 1 point to repair on that, and we'll just mind control over and over again. Even take the hack off so that they can fix that 1 point quicker. Now we want it back on. We'll need to mind control once more. I suppose we could chuck everything in there right now, but there's no need to do that. We just wait 20 seconds for the mind control to come off cooldown. One will kill the other, and then we kill the last one. That's enough. Gotcha. Okay, good. That wasn't a potential look-around location, so we haven't lost out on it yet. Now, it could be, like, there, and if it is, well, we're not getting it. Okay, it's the rebel defector. We are rejecting his offer. We don't want racist scumbags on our ship. Gonna mind control those 2. That's an awkward location to vent. I don't think I need to hack, though. If we can knock the Vulcan offline, the burst 2 doesn't do anything. Swarm these fools. Cloak so that they can't warp back. Since they have a med bay rather than a clone bay, we want to actually kill them on this ship. This fight seems pretty crew killable. It would be extremely easy if we wanted to use a hacking drone, but I'd rather not, so let's Wow, they just dodged like crazy. But we still got one of them down. And we can get these two to punch each other. And then shoot when they're low. Shoot now. Gotcha. Welcome aboard, Notch. He even has shield skill. Not max shield skill, but he has some, and I will stick him on there. And getting another rock on Roxy is quite appropriate. There's store. I'll take this fight. Gonna hack weapons here. These are certainly a respectable weapon system. I can't use mind control on their ship because they're occupying my sensor room, so I'm just gonna let them fight each other in there. I know they're trying to run, but I need to knock their weapons off first. Great. Okay, well they're running into that room so I can mind control them. That one dies. I do, however, need to be very wary because they are already about to jump. Okay, good, I've knocked that off. They can fix their piloting room and it won't matter. I'm gonna take the store first. That's another possible look around location, but it's all very meh here. I could get the pike beam, but I don't feel like that's a significant enough improvement to be worth it. I can just do this instead. Do I just sell the Crystal Heavy? Like at this point, I have 42 missiles, and I shouldn't use more than one or two. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Sadly, there is nothing there. This ship is quite nasty. However, the Breach Bomb 2 is going to do good work here, because auto scouts can't fix breaches. Put one in their piloting room. Eventually one will hit, and when they do, they will lose all ability to evade for the entire fight. Do a long cloak. We will not end this prematurely because we want to get our hack back for when we need to use it. We actually just took damage there, that's disgusting. Also, I hacked late, so we're gonna get hit by this missile. That's just a misplay. They have dodged 3 freaking breach bombs in a row. Like, I know this is a late game auto scout, but this is still dumb. Our hack is on fire. Cloak. Gives the NG time to run around and fix things. They have dodged 4 fucking breach bombs in a row. And now they've taken our evade out. This ship is really, really fucking annoying. I really don't want to have to run away from this fight, but on the other hand, we've already taken like 10 damage. And we cannot fucking hit them. Okay, we finally hit. I guess we should have not been bothering to aim at their piloting the whole time, because I managed to hit with the breach bomb the moment I aim it somewhere else. Yeah, we've taken like 12 damage here that we should have taken like 2 or 3 at most. Every time we shoot the breach bomb at that room, we just miss. This ship is probably going to, well, it almost certainly will end up doing more damage than the fucking flagship. Like, I cannot fucking hit them. They have dodged 6 of my 7 missiles. They're just intending to run me out of missiles and make me regret the fact that I switched to the fucking breach bomb. Okay, finally, we've breached their weapons room. There'll be no more missiles. Cloak now so we get our shields back. I should now not need to use any more breach bombs. There we go. I don't even need to leave for this because our shield skill is almost all the way up anyway. Let's just let the asteroids hit shields a couple more times. Yeah, that fight was fucking ridiculous. But I mean, we could have escaped from this fight taking about 5 damage less if we had needed to. But I know there's a free heal coming up at the end of this sector, so I didn't bother. There we go. Oops. I didn't mean to cloak, I meant to close my doors, whatever. And now we can suddenly hit this room. It's just the breach bomb, I guess, can't. Has a hidden property, cannot hit piloting rooms on auto scouts. Okay, there's 2 possible look-around spots. There and there. Since this just leads to a better sector, and I can't hit both of them, I'm gonna go for this one, but I'll take another fight first. Well, it's an auto scout, so I look forward to not being able to ever hit any of your rooms with my breach bomb. Of course, we might not even need to bother doing that. That's only a level 1 hack on my oxygen, so we don't need to worry about the hack, and these lasers can't do anything to us. There we go. That was a much more reasonable fight. So let's jump here, and hopefully this is look around. It isn't. It's Federation base. Okay, there's another store. Try here. If this is look around, I'll get a weapon drop that I can sell at the store. If it isn't, well, so be it. There it is. This isn't a great spot for it to be because you don't benefit that much from the 2 free jumps that we're going to get from this, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Cloak. We don't need to use the full cloak timing here, we'll break it immediately. Breach bomb piloting, they can't dodge. Vent you out. I forgot to close my internal doors. Whatever. So yeah, the constructor flagship there did me no damage after that stupid auto scout did like 12. Okay, well we can use that instead of the breach 2 in phases 2 and 3 after we've crew killed the flagship. So we won't even bother selling this weapon. Let's go there, there, and towards the exit. We need to stop this ship from running. Fortunately, we have a good tool for doing that in conjunction with a pilot hack. Cloak this. And we are completely safe. In fact, I should switch, actually. I'll use the other burst laser one for most normal fights because it's a lot faster. And that will also preserve ammo so I can make, although, 40, I'm pretty sure we crew killed flagship with significantly less than that. But still, this is a much faster volley. Can you have stealth weapons, please? No. Double breach 2. That'd be kind of amusing, but no. 1 breach 2 with the ability to mind control is fine. Let's damage buffer thing. Let's get our mind control all the way up. Let's get more power. We'll work on the shields in Sector 8. Respond and investigate. That quest will go nowhere, so we get nothing from it. So, time to dive. Nice weapons. We have good weapons, but theirs are actually even better. However, we can split them up with our hack. Good thing, since we apparently can't hit them. Cloak now will be out before the ASB goes off. I'm not going to stick around to try to kill this ship because our first volley whiffed completely and their weapons are pretty dangerous. Now, what amuses me about this conversation that's being had is it's happening while a rebel is on my ship. We're like having this hasty conference with Federation Command while this rebel is like, hey, I'm here, I can hear all of this. there's a store. We kind of have to go to it. There's not really a meaningful way around it. It's kind of a waste of a jump, but whatever. Pre-igniter, that's kind of sad. Whatever. Our weapons are really, really fast. This is sort of one of the situations where pre-igniter is not that valuable. It's good for the breach bomb too, I guess, for phase 1, but phase 1 is not very dangerous. Let's just take more fights. We don't even really need a repair station. We have enough drones. Cool. We don't need to crew kill this ship because the outpost fights are never not enough time events. I don't know why I delayed the hack there. That was a bit silly. I control you. So we're gonna get a bunch of scrap from this. You can make well over 100 from a double scrap reward in Sector 8. See, we made 121 now. And we have even more fights to go to. Do something like that, and onwards. It's a good thing we don't need any repair stations because the placements for them were very inconvenient. Let's max out on power. Cut that out. We don't need to hack here, probably, unless that's an ion bomb. Which it's not. Auto scouts are showing off their evade as usual. I mean, actually, this ship can hurt me. I shouldn't have. I wasn't thinking about that. Let's just hack the weapons then. Yeah. That wouldn't have hurt me because I dodged one of them. I was treating myself as if I had 4 shields already, which I don't. Good lord. Could you stop? Well, we managed to get a hit in there, and good, they took the firebomb down, which means that we can now afford to shoot at their piloting. And now they can cease to constantly evade my shots. Don't even need to undo that mind control, it will just finish on its own. Gonna hold off on spending my scrap until I can actually afford Shield 8. But it looks like we're not gonna have any problem doing that. No, I'm not accepting that offer. It's very bad. I don't think this is a not enough time event. Nope. Shields up. More fighting. We were lucky that none of these got taken over. Here we definitely hack weapons. Mind control their pilot to remove evade. Yeah, that's a lot of fire. We can kill these guys. We can possibly crew kill this. Only 2 crew left with a fire in a locked room is fairly promising for our crew kill prospects. I actually want you to heal up so that I can make you two fight each other. Like, Elnub will probably put the fire out, I don't mind that. Actually, they won't, because I'll do this. Gotcha. Power up. Let's upgrade sensors so that I have visibility without having anyone in that room. For my mind control purposes. Sadly, this fight got taken over, so we're just going to go right to the base. Swap one of the burst ones out for the breach 2. We'll check that beacon out in between flagship phases. What are you hacking? We don't quite have 100% evade, that's unfortunate. Actually, let's keep real power for the mind control. I only need a level 1 cloak here. We get hit at 10%. It even set a fire in our piloting room. Mind control you. We're getting hit again here because of that. Got another one. Stop that. You're so annoying. There we go. Now we'll make these fools pay. Do a long cloak. I'm happy to allow this fire to just spread. Yeah. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, go through there and begin murdering each other. Just constantly hitting all their shots. Turn that ion off for a while. Actually, I want this guy to survive, so let's blow the ship up at this point. That means the ship won't become an AI. No, don't do that. Good. So the breach bomb did its job, at the cost of a little bit of damage with the stupid hack. And now we will crush all subsequent phases. We could try to reach the repair station. Don't feel like it's worth it. Aid the civilian ship. Possible double reward. Big long cloak. Weapon hack. Use the full cloak timing. I suppose it doesn't matter actually because the hack rather isn't on cooldown. We could maybe crew kill this, although the rock makes it somewhat unlikely. I'm not bothering to try. Let's just win the run. It's not like having another, weapon drop or crew member is going to be relevant at this point. They could have given me a free repair, that would have been useful, but it wasn't to be. Let's save this scrap and get another level of engines before phase 3. Rock and NG go to fight that. I was a bit slow to engage my hack there, but it's fine. Missiles offline. We got tagged by the halberd beam there because they managed to get a lot of shots to hit. Cloak down. Ah, we killed that guy, whatever. There'll be an AI for phase 3 then. Gives them slightly higher evade. It's not a big deal. For this phase, we want to go in with level 3. We can't use the hack right away, so we'll have level 3 in cloaking for when we need that, and 1 level of mind control to just counter it every time it goes off. Blow up the Zoltan shield. And now let's see whether or not we cloak both the power surge. Looks like we do. We still can't get that Zoltan shield down, so we're going to take another missile surge. It's too much dodging. Our doors are probably going to burn down here. Oh no, they didn't quite. Let's do a long cloak now. I'm more worried about the missiles than the power surge, honestly, and it looks like we cloak both of them anyway. Only very minor scratch damage. We probably don't take any more for the rest of this. Maybe they get a lucky power surge off. I think they might end up getting the Zoltan shield back at this rate because they are dodging like crazy. And when they get a certain number of power surges, they just actually bring back their Zoltan shield. I think they get this one and then it's one more, so maybe they won't manage it. Yeah, I think the one after that they would get their Zoltan shield back, but actually it looks like they won't be able to do that. So we're back in the win column. It was a very comfortable run. No real issues. Let's see what our score is. Quite strong. We had long-range scanners from Sector 4, and we had some pretty good late sectors, the Zoltan sector, the Rebel Stronghold. 49 in 100. Very good. So, Roxy is out of the way. 3, 2, 1, and go. We're doing more rocks next time. So I will see you for Rock B, and I hope you enjoyed the run. Bye for now.